Hi, this is Christine Kenyon with Alpha Omega Soaps, and I'm going to make a double batch. Well, I'm splitting a batch into two. So here is my mold that I made. It is 18.5 inches long. I use corrugated plastic, a corrugated plastic board. You can find these at Home Depot, Lowe's, and it's they have tutorials. Someone had I wish I could give credit. I watched a tutorial on YouTube, and it's great. They're very good. This you have to one very key thing is you have to cut in line. You see the ribs along here? You cut it in this direction and not this, because otherwise it'll really bow and it won't keep the shape of the container. So what I did, I want to split this batch. It's 71 ounces of oils I've got. It's a vegan recipe, a slow tracer, which I don't really need for this batch. And so I put this in the middle. You can see. And first of all, I lined it with plastic, and I put this and taped it. And I've got a rubber band that I hope you can see that, a rubber band in the middle to hold the sides in together better. They bow out just a little if you don't. Well, plus I want to keep it in place because of this divider. So what I'm doing is I made this yesterday, and I'm doing another half batch today, is a Malt, a Polar. It's a Venezuelan brand. I used to live in Venezuela, grew up there, and so for my high school reunion, I decided to make a soap for my friends there using Malt Polar, and so that is this. No, sorry. That is this one. This is, I'm using water, and then the rest I'm using the malt plus a bay rum fragrance oil I chose, and it's got kaolin clay powder, which helps anchor the scent. For the other half of the batch, I'm doing a Belgian beer, Stella Artois, and I've decided to use orange and peppermint as the fragrance, as the essential oils for this soap. And I'm also going to add activated charcoal. The malt colors by itself. It comes out to like a caramel color, very pretty. So I'm doing cool temp soaping, and I put my lye in an ice bath so it would cool down faster. So that's ready to go. It's about 94, 93 degrees now. I'm gonna put my goggles on and start with this. So for the lye-in, so I just did the same recipe. I'm just going to split it in half. I know the weight of this stainless steel bowl. I put the weight on the bottom. So once I mix everything together, I'll subtract that weight from the total weight and then divide that by 2 and put that in another container. So, beer, the malt has a high sugar content, and so that makes the temperature rise in soap, and so I didn't want it to, that's why I'm doing cool temp soaping. This one. Cool temp soaping prevents it from volcanoing and splitting down the middle. You can also put it in the refrigerator. What I was doing was soaping at higher temperatures and sticking it in the freezer, but it was so hot. Sometimes it was, not all the ways, but sometimes it was so hot that it would still split down the middle. So I prefer to do cool temperature soaping now. So I'm going to mix this lye. Burp my stick blender. So I want to measure this out now. So I'm going to weigh this container So it's 114, it's 50.99. So 50 ounces I put in this container. I'm going to tear out the scale. Tear it again. There it goes. Okay, so 50. And so if you want to figure out the volume, how much oils would your, because I made this mold, and so to figure out how much the quantity of oils, you multiply the length times the width times the height, and then once you get that, you'd multiply it times 0.4, because that adds the water to it. And you'll get a little more than, I like to have extra because I make samples. So, so I think I'll do this first, and I will do the Stella Artois. We lived in Belgium for 2.5 years, and so they've got the Stella Artois from Belgium. So I'm going to put this has the, like I said, the beer and the essential oils and kale and clay powder. And then I want to mix that and put in some charcoal also. Activated charcoal is so good for your skin. They used to use it, maybe they still do, to extract, if you got bitten by a snake, they used activated charcoal because it pulls the poisons out. So it does that, it detoxifies, it's a detoxifier for your skin, very gentle. It's very good for acne. I can't make any claims about my soaps, but if you look up activated charcoal, it's got amazing benefits. So now I'm gonna make sure the bottom is all up. I mean, I get everything from the activated charcoal from the bottom of the bowl. So I'm gonna pour this into the mold. Do this layer first. I don't know if you can see it. I have a friend who told me about beer soaps, and then I looked it up, and it's got really good benefits for your skin. So this is my first time trying it. You have to cook the beer to make sure all the carbonation is out. So I'm going to take a skewer, a bamboo skewer, and swirl this. So there we've got one side of it done. I want to do these samples. I have this, I bought this on Amazon. A couple came, I think, 2 sets. And I use this, it's a nice size for samples. So I'm going to put the rest of this black, which isn't much, into this pot and do it in the pot swirl kind of for these samples. I like to include a sample with every order and to have some to pass out. And they're great for traveling too, you know, these sizes. I have a friend who, when she travels, she won't use the hotel soap because as soon as she does, stops using the handmade soap, then she breaks out, her skin gets all flaky and itchy. And now here we have, this is the malt, this is for the malt portion. Oh, this beautiful color. Someone said it looks like caramel, and it does, caramel fudge. But do not taste it. It's amazing to me that you take something caustic like sodium hydroxide, and you blend it with something really greasy like oils and butters, and you put those two together, and amazingly, they make soap. I mean, it just does, it seems counterintuitive. So I'm going to pour this into the mold. So this is Christine Kenyon with Alpha Mega Soaps. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you're interested in seeing more videos of things I make. I make also hair products and lip balms and so on. And like my page, I'd appreciate that. And if you have any questions, please ask them below. And thank you again for watching. Have a great day. God bless. Bye-bye.